No see about Ponsamadunum at the Shimamba, Yamamuina Joe, Amama Kwaba, Eba United Television so. Casabos and move for songs to the Amai for Maymon Fama who do so. Another sugar quid anyway. The day as some near Camo, so social media under Saudo in a Cassibu. The Chagu, who call DSTV or channel 360, Facebook, and for YouTube, and the one near Kenya now, so you can see we now make how we also say, I bought for a special ice in soup, special drink. This way chocolate drink and then coffee drink. This way bush and the Diabeka home. 1, 2, 3, and a fee yellow CC. Best point service alone, and the best assurance, whom you can home, and the Cassibu, Bremun, Sama, Yede, Bremun. A tiffin same being, and it's a and there. Okona Sero Jamua, Dom Kuma, and a Dom Cassia, one much so with Gina Bre, or ye living on.
Oswa forensa se won sem so essay. Apia explosion ya esi ya no. Committee no ehwehwem diodi for emra ene no ebedi.
Na ehon sam kroya no efia dan ebubu ye ne kukuni kaka age ho nyina aboso no wo mu yi ni nyina se na be ye ho besan si dan ni bio.
Operation Clean Your Frontage about na se e wo Metropolitan Municipal ne District Assembly nyina e wo Enkran Kopon emo. Na ye behwe ayewo so wesu ogon basabasa ye si ye no ena owura Sam George dey to dwechire mu se atenchia eye adwuma committee ndwumadie mu na ndisi ba o mehwe atentere ne aye adwuma. Short for Penima NDC Amanyoko Rura Johnson Asiedu nketia essay. Etoda na atwede bo ani pipe piem he o Ghana mmashebedwuma eya na ye o eye democracy no na ebo ho ban.
Ense bi ka wenum ho na ye de so mo se kase bo akenkanfo a ye ne mo edi dwuma enne anwumre yi ayeme Agya Kwabena menimenu aba
Obahima Afia Asiedu
Afia kase bo no emu nsam nie Asemba ko ada apaso a yaka ho asem aka bepem na ye nyina nim deda eye e-levy ho sam ye nyina nim se de akoya twema mentwe omrase bedwam titiru pa na Ghana fo so kyerɛ omadwene wo ho pa na nam na sebedwam no dom kuma ne dokase empagifo nyina esori ginan a kyerɛ mu gina bre wo saa e-levy nsam hu na onunyamfo Haruna Idrisu oyo dom kuma omrase bedwam ba no dani ekasa de fa ho se no kwasem ni e-levy ni de so mka so bepene so a na enya no kromo pene so na mpene so kyena.
Speaker Order 1602 provides, maybe I should just read one. There shall be a business committee consisting of members. That's not my interest, but Hansard to look at it. It shall be the function of the committee subject to Order 53, Order of Business, to determine the business of each sitting and the order in which it shall be taken. Mr. Speaker, last Friday there was effort to introduce the e-levy, and for the second reading of the e-levy, to debate the principles of the e-levy. Mr. Speaker, we need to know, earlier on when we adopted the business statement for the previous week, the e-levy we were told would have been introduced tomorrow. Now we get it introduced on Friday. And then today, as I watch the order of business pursuant to Standing Order 53, I do not see anything relating to the e-levy. Mr. Speaker, on this important matter, there can be no surprises. So we want the leader of government business to lead us through. When will it be, if it's to be reintroduced, a new bill, or Article 106, the bill is gazetted for us to know, or we are continuing wanting under Article 106 to suspend our standing order to take it as a matter of urgency. Mr. Speaker, members need to know, because on this matter, as we have publicly said, we want to stand with the public in our position and rejection of the bill. We don't want to be taken by surprises. So let the leader of government business indicate to us when the bill will come to Parliament and in what form we should anticipate or expect it. We cannot continue with this uncertainty Friday, Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday. When will we subject the e-levy to a thorough debate of its principles and walk through it through consideration to third reading, standing for its rejection? We are decided.
Mr. Speaker, when I came to presenting the business statement for this week, I said if we're able to conclude the discussions on the way forward for the e-levy, it will be introduced introduced in the House on Friday. If we couldn't finish, then it will come this week. Now, the course of the discussion facilitated the introduction in the House on Friday. And the Speaker, as well witnessed, we couldn't make much progress, which is why I said to us that if we couldn't, then it will come to this week. So, Speaker, even before walking in here, the minority leader, who is the ranking member of the Business Committee, asked about the status, and I told him that we will come to some determination, even though it's been advertised for tomorrow. So we look at the supplementary, the Speaker, you will see the provisional order paper. You will see it advertised for tomorrow. But even that, I told him that we need to confer on that because to all intents and purposes, we may not be able to do it tomorrow. So he asked whether that was an assurance, and I said to him that that is double assurance, that certainly it will not come off tomorrow, but we'll determine when together. I have given you that assurance. So it's not as if anybody wants to spring any surprise. It will have to be decided on, and I will signal him, and then we agree on a common date.
Also for her nsase ho nsem so Honorable Samuel Bujinapo na ode ato dwa se arehosem a esiye wo apieti wato emantam emu no empanyifo ni apre papa ati committee a wo ye ensem no emu hwehwemu na se hwehwemu no wieduro na wo hu so obi ho ka eboapa ene ma arehosem esiye a emra ene oni kono ebedi enche ye na dynamite eto ye wo apiati a enobe mbugo so atwe ye mantemu eno no so afo hwensa se ne oba ade ni paso onimunyamfo Samuel Abujinapo ade ato dwa se Ghana mampani na nadu danko akufuado ani die chiripa enti wono manyo madwuma ye nam so masa asem wesisi ye no enya ade se ade omo beche omo mra na omo bedi wode nsem we ato dwa ebra bedwaku a yapa omo so munye nhwemu famfa ensem ne ho ade omo no disem anasa reports no ebaye.
We established the fact dispassionately, and for me that's been the attitude that the ministry is brought to bear on this particular incident. And all the questions which Ghanaians have asked, which many people have asked, which Pandits have asked, those questions should be answered to the best of our ability and as fairly and as objectively as we can, anchored on integrity. And I have no doubt that the work Mr. Agya and his colleagues have done is exactly in accordance with this same attitude and this same spirit. And by and large, hopefully, we should be able to move forward given the presentation of this report. So let me once again thank you, Mr. Agya, and your colleagues, and to conclude by assuring the country that the President is fully committed to ensuring that whoever is found culpable, whoever is found to have breached any rule or committed any wrong in this matter will be made to face the full rigors of the laws of our country. And whatever lessons we have to learn out of this incident, we will do so and do so dispassionately.
Technical advisor Edema Oswafo no Owura Ben Aye wono ne yotitinani Edema Abidoku no say eno kasaye.
We're able to visit the relevant police stations, talk to the commanders, looked at the log records, talked to the police escort assigned for the assignment. We're able to visit Maxam at Eduaprim, talk to the dispatchers and the management as well. We had interviews with the transporter, the explosives driver, the escort driver, the management of Maxam, and also the transporter. We talked to a number of eyewitnesses in the community itself, starting from the chief through a number of others who even helped to convey the injured and so on to the hospitals. And at the end of it all, we have come up with this report, which we believe fairly represents the facts of the case. However,
wasansam Korea hono na bankrachia or Pristia Huni Valley, Udunyanfo Dr. Isaac Dasmani, Edatu Jechrimu say no, a whaday bubu ye chancing a chessanema ye basa hono, almost share a proper was his wooden and what dine on my sign as in fufu.
Apieti kra etufi magudie wo ho no mo ya eben bogo so enche ye kra de beje so agiso ma kromu ni nyina da adan adwureguo enipa hwere wono mo nkwa ebia prepra na wono ma onya wontiri mu nso ni baabi di wontiri eto no akofa asabkase ede aba wei na aka ho bie ama Ghana mpanimfo afato wono ho so se wono besi adan foforo ede aboa ama wono ma woda so tiase na wonya baabi ede wono mtiri ato eno na abeto dwa sese ya ayeguso ekasem contractor for wonum edwi asase no so edan bi ho no mu a anwura ngu fem na nso ahodwo ya wode ye bibia enye yie wonum udwiri sa dan nyina gu fem ma asase no so ada ho na engineer for aba asase no so abehwe adan dodo a ebetimi akwa asase no so na timi aboa wonum asetena mu wei na UTV kase ebra wonum eduru ho no na Asanko Mines Limited wonum so akeka wonsase e de adanse ho niema ekwa koye kuroyi aye enenti honorable Dasman no ena ejina mu na woje sa ne meye na eno ena wokase sede adansie no ne eho niwa beye no se eho kohia se wonya asase ne bi ka ho a wonom ebekọ na nanom na ase akosere se ebetin asase ne bi di aka wonom ho wonom atimi asisi adan a ebeso wonum nyina
so here mining companies in the same CEO bia no wa transit alu from nyina no obia show no support you best stress ombeto omokoso number bo aban no no mo abo aban no so no fan na wati no now make sure at the end of the day no you betimi asi apia tebio ma apia ten so asamba back and so who said then you started man houses in they are started a clear site no a clear site in your fiscal plan and engineers in your ba site the omu land in size no the normal buildings are ebe koso na baby a ebe alternative way of course we hear site in dia na say ka say reconstruction na intimi contain dan ni nyina e wo ha ntino mba me ni nananum nyina so gusu din nkomo say the be ya ye betimi divert baby we hear land baby around that ye betimi e dan ni bi akoho no mo so ho timi aton.
External Relations and Environmental Manager eye Ora Eric Dako opani e de atudwa sentia wonum tu sa anamonyi
ye ka Chamber of Mines no ho enti se chamber no tu anamon bia yintimi entra ho na yemfa yense nwu yachi e wo se ye ba na eba ebeboa chamber no ne community no binim se aban ene other corporate organizations so ebo mo modern bia so mo so beboa enti ye ba ya yekuta yensem kakra ya cement 450 bags iron rods 5 tons roofing sheets 12 packets and a concrete blocks 1,900. Say young fine chichi chrono said the name said the crony say this is such a chain for four. Ye diba ye the dibabwa na ye dachi chrono.
Yaba enkran mantami emo na mantami musuafo ne nia brepa honorable Henry Courtey one ne mpanyifo de omonan asifom ama yemfa nko yemfa mra no omanya sigina ye de atwa kra wo se metropolitan municipal ne district assemblies be se aduonu enkron he won kran mantami de bebia operation clean your frontage asase na adaje ebi ni posokra Bosumi miensani enankramantin so afon munyamfo Henry Courtey ede asiwodo mo abodaru ache Ghana fo enkankan yenye wonkra ha se dwumadie bi eba ya to nidini se operation clean your frontage ye prapra adodo amakrum ayefe na baabi ani kwan senkrofo tena to ade no so yetuo mo enne dwumadie no ahyase wo Independence Square wo enkran adwumafo ebo aye bi no eye bambofo Mercy Coupon abaikra chimpenifo National Service Personnel ene wono mokeka ho enkramantem so afo ekasa chiri mu se ebra dwumadie no ahyase no mrefa hunidie ho no eye adwuma.
We are starting rolling out operation clean your frontage. Na enono ye se neno ye be kokrum ni abodewuru na ye ne ye ma menomu ye yire no mu ye nua no mu edi nkomo no mu ntiase se obia enye obia intentions se ye pese ye se umedwuma na emom o mankasa omo ehu bible omo ye yom na fe omo security enu tini ye de ye entino enne munyina mu ni akorans mo be hwa dodo no obi ani city kwan so we ni pese said they say ni pese nkran ye entino we will have to sustain it ye wo rapid response team omo training onya me adom by match omo beba entimi sramu ochra no obi anka say oh omo back we a pilot program nyame adom na se response team ni pia omo ba you will deploy them all over the places ayakono and then they will ensure strict compliance. And that is where I can comfortably say that we are beginning to sustain the exercise. Afia so no agbogbloshin nanka omo de ball egu opa eneno enu so kan adwuma no yesisa ngura na egu ni nyina onyame adom a endu February busumi awieye no na onyame adom na ya start a ye twa ho wo said be bo ho ban. It is our civic responsibility, and all of us will have to get on board. And yeah, Henry quote be and when you be yo. Minu mienu ye dachi. Minu mienu ye manu edachi. Minu mienu ye nana no mo eba no. And so mo benyini. No ma benyini wo cholera mu ana. Mo benyini. No ma benyini wo disease mu ana. Mo benyini nempo omu nya baby ntrampo na campus o ma ko school ana. We na ye minu mienu ya sadie. Se fauntuma bebo media no niema encramentum enti na enye fare emfa ne tuma pa na infra
emperifa hye dwumadie bi na sa dwumadie no omo de kai obinfu mu kunini Evans Fifi atames onye ne ba bi ekọ omo chese pania baby da so mo man Ghana papa wo bra na wo adwuma mu sa banjuma yeni beye mampeni abedi akire beye mampeni de ekeka ka nyina no wo so mo man nti no so ni ho a esom tumi bibi ede eka no sesi ekasai abinfu mu abinfu ni panyifo do bebre ena ekasa yewura kwame pianim ena na nugu so a wo kasa ye behwe kakra.
Independent judiciary. If the cases that go to the courts are adjudicated properly, there will be no need for people to be on the streets. We'll have confidence in it. And we only have confidence in it if we want to support them. We need to support the judiciary, independent. We need to strengthen our parliamentarians. It means you and I should stop going with our bills to the people in parliament for them to pay. They are not paid well enough. If we go there, then something goes to your committee. How can you blame them when they demand $10,000 for that? So in order for them to be strong to do their job, their Tamil spirit should prevail. Courage to speak your mind, courage to speak to authorities, and then, please, let us leave the press alone to work. And you press, if you want us to leave you alone, please, when you open your mouth and we are putting bread inside, close your mouth. I remember a renowned member of the press, of the so-called independent press, coming to me, then appointed to serve on some committee. I said, Charlie, you cannot serve on the committee. Say, why? I said, you cannot be with the hunters and the hunted. Simple conflict of interest. You cannot do that. Let me say that all of us should try to contribute to this memorial heritage. It should not be to immortalize the ideals of Sir John Evans Atta Mills. It should be to let his principles be at work, for us to emulate. Why do we set up a memorial? So that these characteristics, good characteristics of Sir Atta Mills, sound character. As we say in my village, when a young man I saw, I said, Papa, yetiti no ofie. Ofie nyansa. And when Professor Mills said, Diufiasem, it's a principle. What does it mean? It means you of the NDC fix your own governance and let us in the MPP fix our own. If we do not have good governance in our parties. How can we expect to have good governance when we are in government? Let our institutions be democratic, accountable, and then when they become governments, they'll be democratic and accountable. Let us all go out and say, all paid up members
Yadikasie ebeko ahumijie mu yeba sisia.
adishima me adam asese bunya bretwa me yakoto nkraya be ye kase bono ye toaso na ye ko samafo beka ya basabasa ye siye ewo ayawaso West Wogon wo bra na ye by election no ye nyina ye nusem ama mampanite bedwe ko bi so munye hwehwemu fanfa ho de pa twituo bo ebi no mutuo ne nsem ahudo ba nyina no ye hwe na ye pa no pomasebe no china bi no aha be be etisa ne bi ankwanko ba bio enra ene mfiemiensa pepepe nti omo hye ho fa na pani ba kwa ne ho kan ye wo sasem no mu no ayironiafo Sam George wo kasa odwumade na so do tudwa kire mu se wodi yaw sabadwa ku ayete ye no eye nitiri na titiru ana na eteso ehwehwemu mo ye no omo kira ban sa ban ye ne mahodo bi na so aban twi nani e de gusa ma tentia anya tentere ne na ye adwuma no se send this ba wo hwe kwan some de attention be ye adwuma na se nipa bonfo ehye saa suban na chi no ye no madi.
In every dark cloud there is a silver lining. There is always a ray of hope, and the ray of hope for Ghanaians who have lost their lives or been injured thanks to the violence of the Akufo-Addo government is in the NDC under John Dramani Mahama. For those who think that they should wait. The day of justice is coming. On page 116 of the NDC's manifesto, under security, paragraph 10.11, the next NDC government will reopen an inquiry into the Ayawaso West Wogon vigilante incident and secure justice for the victims. If I trust anyone to give us justice, to ensure that the people of this country get justice, it is the NDC. It is the NDC that will bring justice to the victims of Ayawaso West Wogon. The man who benefited from the injustice, the man who benefited from the violence, will never give us justice. But so long as God exists, all we pray is for long life. And he will set a table before us in the presence of our enemies, and our cup will surely run over. Dear comrades, I encourage you, stay strong. The journey has been tough, but there's a reason God did not allow them to triumph over us at Ayawaso West Wogon. There's a reason God allowed you to live. It is for you to see the day of justice. And the day of justice beckons swiftly. It shall come. And on that day, let all who have been silent for the past 3 years remain silent. For justice will be served on a very cold dish in this country.
Oswafo be the children say any obade any pa honsem eso eye honorable Benito Owusu na de wo kan se na so ye ne mpanyimfo a wo mudi akotene e wo ankrankro adwumadie emu e di nkita ho be na nsakrai so nkokro a e na opese eyiniti e wo Lands Commission na e di empuntio eba Onimonyamfo Benito Owusu yo Oswafo abedi echi ohwe nsase ne obade ne paso ne fa ehwe ye kwaye brentuo ahodo ne so wono ne di animu de asobo fom ma Lands Commission for officer wotema no ye babesi wode tudwa no okiremu no se aban epese obo ahwe ma nsase nsenkaye no egina faako na obibia da emfiri baabi enko baabi ma ne nkofo hawo emanenti na wo chichima ye decentralization bi enti officer yesi ebeboa ama Lands Commission for adwuma akoyi papa.
Land administration in Ghana has undergone several phases in a bid to streamline the process that governs land acquisition, its management and disposal. Notwithstanding the efforts that have been put in place by successive governments, land administration is bereft with several challenges such as the manual nature of land records, inadequate office furniture, poor working environment, limited staff capacity and low remuneration. The 0.33 acre land, that is where we are today, is to be developed into an ultra-modern single-story office building with state-of-the-art facilities for effective land service delivery. This will be constructed within 12 months. So the timeline is February 2023. It is expected that the new office complex will deepen the integration process by accommodating all the 4 divisions of the Commission. It will also eliminate the phenomenon of transporting documents from the Tema office to Accra for some operational procedures as exists currently. The office will also provide an opportunity for the Commission to set up the needed IT infrastructure as part of its digitalization efforts. Construction of the Tema District Office is the beginning of many district office complexes to come, as this will be replicated in selected districts across the country. I will encourage all staff to continue supporting the Lands Commission, the board, and management to achieve government's objective of reducing the turnaround time for registration of title drastically.
Osetu aye to said be prapra aboboa no mekire operation clean your frontage ene ya shefa adanwadi na nkramantam soafo ne mpanimfo ne womo a wombedi makotene no ene de yeda omadi na ne kase mu no da tudwe kirim se obehia se bebia yetie no ya yesiesio na nyobi ene be yede amaye.
One is dealing with the menace on our streets, the road and motor traffic regulations. That's one. Then the other one is about Abubuyas that we intend to restrict their movements on the principal streets and highways. The third one is to get people to clean their frontage and their immediate environment. This has been in existence for a very long time. I mean, we call them Sama. We're just bringing them back, reviving those things. So today, as you can see, the men and women drawn from the security and intelligence agencies are here. They are going to assist us. We are not going to town to brutalize anybody. We are not going to town to beat anybody. These men are being trained to protect lives and properties, and sanitation forms part of it. So we are going out there to designated areas to ensure that people who are selling on the streets will move up the streets and go onto the pavements.
Nafa rubber ni gu efa nafa de pro su gu fa sa won na de ni ntonto wan so a fe gu fa fi say obroni say value has been added to the waste ye jitum se nkofo oto rubber no nkofo oto na de no e bia yes ka bia ma wo de na so de to sachet rubber nsuo kofi a ebeboa ye aba municipal assembly ye ne ye staff ni nyina ye tie sikrom and na enforcement day it ya fire sermons all our 13 electoral areas. Exercise sensitization na the mom no akofoma na omatiase ana omudi na eti ye for monitoring but ye ne kama senia enye se ye ba behwehwamo ye behwe se pilot ne niama ya kire mu nyinara no enne eye the D-day no mo gu mane so ana se mu di mane so
uyi gatama ye wasede se gata na woyi mu no enja wo hu enja ngu kwa ho uyi asesa efi se assembly emba mesisa ma nti uyi na wansesa eno so wuti amra ye be sama efi se wo pra wo fi a wonfo begu kwa ho se aban mesisa ma nti sa ko na so se uyi gata mu a e wasede se uyi sa ewura na wa yi fi gata no fako ma company na wa register no obefa kwa na asede so ofa nti wudi tu kwa ho a do wo yi gata mu enso ne wo ye no ensi pe ye be sama na wa sa asesa ne egu ho no efi wo ansa na ye hu se ejuma na wo ye no wa ye
pamochia ko no bylaws no be ye ejuma responsibility no ba around na o pa ka na wa bo abola no na za ka ye fu
General Secretary ma NDC Amanyuko no Eyowura Johnson Asiedu nketia asem odi to dwan so mbekoso a atai wo munuanom NDC fo achi wo Ghana mrahye bedwam na ekumpo na oso amoko editia E11 na omahye ayenesa na ose etoda ne ntokwasi e wo mrahye bedwam a eni yeye mu a Ghana ye kemam ke bia memu eno ene wo mbo ho eban
Messi the parliament no mefu aso parliament no say ya democracy no na asa agu bibia ni obiem enunti no so because our say democracy awodi bia ope bia parliament ho esese o da sa awodi na di na yetimi block nipa opese o say parliament no na bi be say ye democracy no parliament o tra ho e ma ye vote wie na ye record wie a ba bia ni ho ade be court ba bia ni ho ade be ko eti say MPC na anya de wo mo ye no a anka speaker sorry akowie vote na enam say so ne de aye nhihye ye de atwato ama me ne o say ye nkodi so I love you e de ben yo mo mfa ho so bo emmo NDC momfa ho sobo emmo abambagwen efiri sɛ mo na mo se yɛfrɛ mo majority parliament ne majority na carry vote na mo yɛ 138 ɛna yɛyɛ 137 138 so na edi prove adeɛ no enti mo wa adan na mo ntimi nkɔ approve wɔn mo ankasa MP foɔ no wɔn mo nyi saa hyehyɛ no ntum ɛno nti wɔn mo boaboa wɔn ano a wɔn mo nyinaa nhyia da enti sɛ wɔn mo nhyia adan na ɔde ho blame ɛkɔma yɛn a yɛn deɛ yɛaba ho ntoma sɛ yɛn ka ho yɛn to yɛaba no bi ma wo yɛn pɛ sɛ wɔbɛkɔ akɔyɛ na kyerɛ asɛmba mu a wɔbɛka sɛ yɛne NDC foɔ na paase yɛ yɛsi yɛ deɛ yɛn mmoa ma wo nyɛ ba yɛn ka sɛ yɛ stɔpo sɛ yɛn ma wo nyɛ o yɛsi wɔ 138 fa bɛ paase na yɛn kɔ yɛn nim yɛn ka sɛ yɛsɛ government business o yɛsi government de ne business yaba a ɔno anyɛ na deɛ yɛn ka ho eti sɛ wɔntumi nyɛ a ɔmɛka sɛ mi ntumi nyɛ mia mi MP foɔ no nsɔpɔtɔ mi yɛmfa nto nkyɛn na yɛnkɔ yɛn anim yɛde to nkyɛn a yɛbɛkɔ yɛn anim ɔman yi ɛmmɔ wakɔ yɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ mɛgye toɔ dodoɔ sei ɛno asa yɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ me nsa ka toɔ no a mede bɛyɛ nneɛma wɔ yi na nneɛma a wo sɛ wode bɛyɛ no ne boɔ kyɛn sika a wobɛnya so a wonim nyansa a nyɛ no ane sɛ me sika nso ntimi nte bi so na wobagya tem balance na wokɔ wɔ anim na wode wo sika akɔ dwom wokɔdi dwa woaboaboa nneɛma no wokyɛke a sika a wonim sɛ anka wobɛnya ka ho anso na wogyina nneɛma no ho sɛ deɛ tie biara gye sɛ menya obi ma ne de sika bɛsɔ me so ansa na madi me dwa akɔ fie na woadwene yɛ adwuma enti no wonim sɛ wo sika nso a yi nneɛma no bi gu hɔ usika nso a jet a wo hai no twamu sɛ sakre na wode bɛkɔ aburokyire afa sakre kɔ ministafo a wakɔnte wɔn mo bebrebe ne staffers ne ade no te so na yi bi adi usika no ɛbɛ so
adehyemaba woda so ahwɛ UTV no nsia kaseɛbɔ yɛtwa ho aba yɛba ade aka no yɛde bɛtoa so Adishimama yadam asibio se mohwe me koto nkrafie de kasebo no ekọ adwadie ensemu na adwadie ensemu no adwumako baako a eboa tu fanwo wo magana mu a wo mudi makote ne yepe talo Ghana adwumako e kire se wo behia se sa COVID-19 ba ye wo ma yabo mo mpane de obo baako de obo mienu wo ma age booster na asefo nyere se nya wo twere wo se na be ya ebeboa amase ebu akonta bi etumi abu ne ye nsisi aye kase ne dai wo mo de Galaxy phone yi tablet makomako ahanu akwa Ghana Health Services for so omunye na mo fanya sadwuma se na be atwere to ho no yebetumi akora ne ye.
Free ebra coronavirus yade no unity no empanyfo ade adura ba ye wo ne yepesi hu nipa dodo awo ani nipa dodo mungopie ne etu anamo afa ho eno ani data collection no we enti enatalo Ghana for ade Galaxy tablet be 200 akwakomo abedwaku ehwe apomuden so so momfanye adwuma kwanchefo abedi akire ade matalo Ghana Cynthia Lumo ekasa no kire mu se we komo dada asudi adwumedi omudi ade abo my Ghana de beko etia coronavirus
tablets ahamienu ediabra Ghana Health Services if it's a COVID no say ade a egusu koso said the moti no Director General say ye be start a campaign vaccination campaign the nimsa campaign so ye vaccination no ye de wawa niama bebre ho eso mo record inti no 200 ahamienu data tablets here dey buy sound the internet eguso ya the covers buy be protecting it ebe boa Ghana Health Service ejumafo na omoye vaccinations no mo etimi enter data no na as a country no etimi record ejuma dodo aye omoya vaccinate ahia aka ne ade so information nyina ehu hia pa intino kakra ye de boa sa campaign no eni vaccination no de say ade ase de doctor kan ye no ade a Ghana Health Services akache nyina say ade yese ye be yese de be ya infections no ebe kofom intino de make che Ghana for ni say so obetimi a eyema o man no se yebekọ akoye se de be ya COVID na no be brasie.
Dr. Kumabuaje eye kwanchefo dima abedwaku ehwe apomuden so wakasa di aseda eni kabia ematalo Ghana.
Yeah, the nipa be 30,000 na yisu with about 6,000 teams across the country. Ombe ejuma until say ebitimi meet a target of about 2.5 million vaccines delivered in the period. Team bia obehia tablet Ombenta, Obia, about the church, Obia, airborne vaccination, Bia, Woodin, with telephone number, Bibia, Sabaya, that Chimby, because I'm vaccination. Near Hune so as Ghana Health Service, Minister of Health, in Nipa, Yabo, Mose, crew, any person about Asumesi, now I don't about vaccination. Sabaya beat me a boa, a plan now. Tablets, a day here, palm. So we need tablet. I just saw your paper soon. Actually, tablet. Why enter? And this 200 babu ama. I did 200 teams so there. Omuni become tablets. Ede juma normally we backup and so. Ya na yebu how na ma na. We create as na battery wu. Entity be here more than one tablet. Sebe ya bit me the aye juma. Ente babu ama juma no akoso kama. The data for us. The best friends say. Omo makenya so bia so mo be witan bo bia amfamra na we national exercise say society bia ambrem obia sector bia meka ho inteno ne approach say be ya e beboa na enim say talo any private sector omo boa pa yim so beto so support ama adwuma no etimi aye ne ye.
Republic Bank isika krabia bako a agidin ewo memo na tra na etete na kwaban so emo se maker said o mabie ultra modern head office kesia no ewo reach runabout ewo enkan krodwe emo but ai ni nyina ene se esum wanwaso sompa a esu bi mada any product a esu beba won customers mfaso no eno wo de eba Sika krabia bako a enyini na eboa Ghana sika samtutu ye Republic Bank nyame adoma mo sidan fefefe a eno eye head office ewo Ridge Runabout ewo enkran ene embenifo adano adi enam so mo machiri mu se omakomaso ade ne se bank ne beye bank bako a ebeda Ghana fo akomaso ye no mbedidwa
ede afasikasem ho. Senior Presidential Advisor Onimonyamfo ya wasafomafo eko dwumedie no ase ekasa kyemu se bank no abone homodene fibra amoba Ghana ha sei.
The Republic Bank has demonstrated that it is a bank that is here to stay. And if anyone has doubted it, the building which is being commissioned today is a clear testimony of that dream. Your commitment to good corporate governance is well known, and this has been pivoted in your impressive performance, especially in recent years. And I want to urge you to hold on to the virtues which are helping you to surge in the ever competitive world of banking. You have achieved so much as a bank, but you have the potential to even go further. As a partner to government, we expect you to be a key player as we seek to transform the economy through digitalization, leverage the opportunities technology brings to deepen financial inclusion.
Governor Edima Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, ensu chiremu se yeka bank ba ko odi ne huni na waboa hwe apeja Ghana sika ya Republic Bank edi mutintiman.
The bank has been instrumental in the development of the mortgage industry and continues to play a leading role in the mortgage sector in the country. It is therefore not surprising that the Republic Bank was shortlisted as one of the 3 banks to partner the National Housing and Mortgage Fund to deliver on government's affordable housing project. The Bank of Ghana applauds this laudable partnership to provide affordable housing for public sector workers through CD mortgages. Let me remind the management team of the vision of the holding company to use the acquisition in Ghana as a platform to launch their international expansion strategy into Africa. Ghana currently houses the headquarters of the African Continental Free Trade Area, and it provides a good opportunity to see the Republic Bank venture into other countries on the continent.
Kwanchefo edi Emma Bank no ekasaye na eniema wodo omodi aba beboa ama adwadi akoyi edi ama customers no waka ho asem.
I know Republic Bank. I have been in the bank for 42 years. It's a bank that believes in longevity. As we said, we are 184 years and counting. We are about maintaining a relationship. It's not about the short term or the transaction. We are not a transaction focused bank. We are a relationship focused bank. And our mantra through the COVID was to protect the quality of our balance sheet, not focus on profits. Look to ensure your customers survive. Do what we can to support them in the short term. Long term, they survive, we will do better. So that has always been our focus, that we believe in managing relationships and looking at the long-term payback on it. And I think that's a different perspective from many of the competitors we have in the market.
Managing Director Edima Republic Boafo, Mame Evelyn Osetutu, and soon Smodi Etuja Eni.
Oh, Ghana, no, you're first mortgage institution. You best start here, Afidi, Yeguswa, a Juma Dintia Yenti, and my ye to me, friend, will be a Juma, and I may be to be a Yedu. Into a Cancer Republic Banker, we are the one for you for everyone. We are looking at investment. Yeah, share microfinance, yeah, share normal banking, universal banking, BBA, or Baha, Bisayeno, yeah, Bayama, Obi and Frimu. Yeah, program in the product so that Obia or Hano or says so or into no money.
I had a Shimama Hani, a Casabon, your DAC, a Asiedu, and my specialized in Sue and a feed this way.
Asiedu and Commerce West Closet, so share me at our dear. The number is 0243 508 635.
Midin, a Kwabena, Mene,
Obahima, Afia, Asiedu.
The Munasi, I'm a Munishe.